Good morning, everybody. It's Dr. Vibe here, host and producer of the award-winning Dr. Vibe Show, the home of Epic Conversations, and I'm the host of Epic Conversations, 2020 Best Podcast News Award winner, 2018 Innovation Award winner given out by the Canadian Ethnic Media Association. I also co-host and co-produce the only online show in the world for dads and fathers. It's sponsored by Dove Men Plus Care, and we're going to be going into another season next year. And really excited about that. And since, 2022 and 2021, reached out directly and indirectly to over 100,000 fathers around the world with that team through the help of Dove Men Plus Care. And as always, I like to say you're blessed, highly favored, a magnet for miracles, and a solution for someone's problem. This is the Morning Vibe, December 11th. Is it, 14 more days? 14 more days or less till Christmas time. And I think especially after this weekend, the holiday is in full force now. It is in full force. Haven't done any shopping or buying yet. Not there yet. And I always say for me, the best gift I can give, the best gift I can give is myself. So how is everyone doing? Chime in for wherever you are from. Ryan is not with us yet. I got an email about 2 minutes ago saying their internet is down. So I'm speaking that his family okay, and hopefully sometime during our conversation today, he'll be able to chime in. So let's get some things out of the way first. So let's do, you know what? Let's do this. Actually, yeah, I think we'll do it this way. So just give me a second, family. Okay, let's do this. Our Monday morning. Let's always, as importantly, say this episode of the Morning Vibe is sponsored by the Macmillan Group, providing mortgage solutions one client at a time since 1999. Buying, refinancing, or investing. Call them in Canada, 905-813-4354, US 904-586-5636. So that's our Monday morning staple. And we're speaking, it's going to go into 2024. Yeah, that's the first one, 2024. I haven't said that too much, but I guess I'm going to have to get used to saying that. So just as always, let's give the Macmillan Group their true props. There's the full contact information, Canada number, US number, toll-free North American number, website, themacmillangroup.inc.com, and email address, raycmcmillan@gmail.com. All right. So that's out of the way. Told you Ryan is going to be here today. Let's do some other things. Please subscribe to the Dr. Vibe Show on YouTube, preferably. So subscribe and hit the notification button so you're notified. Then also follow the Dr. Vibe Show on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. If you want to advertise your business, product, or service on any of the platforms that I host, which is the Morning Vibe, Black Canada Talking, Primetime Saturdays with Isha and Lala, and the Dr. Vibe Show, please contact me, dr.vibe at the drvibeshow.com. And finally, encouraging you to join the Morning Vibe Discord group, where we carry on the conversations in between our epic conversations that we have here on the Morning Vibe. And it's interesting. I was watching a show that provides help for YouTubers like myself on Saturday. And this gentleman on his YouTube page has over 900,000 subscribers. And he provides a lot of great help with YouTube. So, talk to me offline if you want to find out who he is. But you think, well, he's doing a live show and he's asking for questions. And should I even submit something in? And this is always the power. If you don't, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Excuse me. Had to get that out. I felt that tickling in the nose. You ever had that? Yeah. Hope you have. So I was just saying, I was watching this gentleman who does a regular show on YouTube about helping YouTubers. And interesting enough, he's located in Thailand, but he has a huge following. And he said, hey, if you have any questions, please submit. I go, well, man, there's so many people watching this. No one's gonna, if I put a question, he's not gonna answer it. You know something? He answered it. So props to him, and the suggestion he gave me was right on point, and I'm going to be taking that action this week for sure. Just waiting for some things to come through. I'm going to go, yeah, we're going to make it happen. All right, we are supposed to have Carolyn Nichol on from Energy Shack Juice Bar. She hasn't showed up yet. Hopefully she's okay. I did send her a message with the link earlier last week, and then also just this morning. So I'm hoping that she's okay. I'm just going to check my phone to make sure if she's messaged anything going on here. Okay. So you know what? I'm going to actually just bear with me a second, fam. I'm going to resend her the link again. She said I sent her the wrong link. So I'm going to send her the right link again to make sure that she has the right information. So bear with me, and then I'll get to all the people shouting out here. She said she wasn't sent the right link. So family, just bear with me, and we'll get that to her again. He says the link I sent her does not get her to the backstage. I'm just sending it again so we can make everything happen in Yard. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let me just do this. Just send. Okay, so thank you for your patience there. So let's get to people who have chimed in. All right. Oh, she's here. All right. So she'll be here I'll have her on in just a second. Just want to make sure she's ready and set up. Okay. So let's look at some messages here. Cherise Benjamin, what is up, Banky? Yes, you are in Arizona. And we haven't had a chance to have a conversation. Well, we've done email, but there you go. Christopher, good morning, Grand Rising family. Excellent. I also want to say too, Ryan's having technical challenges. He may not be with us today, but wherever Ryan is, please follow him on social media platforms. What's the name of the song during the outro? Oh, you know what? It's called Get Love. I can't remember the artist. Actually, it's a royalty-free song. So maybe I'll be able to find it. Faces by Pureness, we have to talk, because I don't know if we'll be able to fit you in for the rest of this year, but I saw your message this morning, so I'll maybe call you during the day, maybe after this conversation. Cherise, thank you. Someone said bless you. Thank you. Rustum, thank you also. Faces by Princess, I took the day off to be with you on the show. Good. You know what? That's very interesting. There's a lady I had a short time helping who has an inclusive puzzle for kids. And here with the show today. Well, Faces, there was a miscommunication. I sent you an email saying that today couldn't be done. So I don't know if you got it or not, but I took a look at my email trail. I did send an email that we couldn't do today. So no problem. Sure is. I will message you. Yeah. So Faces, my apologies. I did send it to you. I actually looked this morning when you sent me an email. Okay, Opal Inspired. Good morning, Opal Inspired. Hope you is fine. Make sure you follow her on YouTube. Yes. Okay. Yes, I did send you an email, but we will talk today. All right. Good morning, Dr. Tachi, host of Mediascope, the livest online show about media, tech, and pop culture. You can catch it 5 p.m. Wednesdays on Instagram, then 6 p.m. on on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitch, and other platforms. And and also the founder of Indie Soup Media, which will start being live by the end of this month. You'll be able to catch replays of the Morning Vibe and also Black Canada talking on it. And there's some brand new content that I'm going to be producing on that platform. Good morning, Cindy. How are you? welcome to the Morning Vibe family. And if you're up to it, please subscribe and hit the notification button. And yes, Faces by Prinos. Yes, you see. Thank you. Also, no problem. We'll talk today. See if we can fit something in. And then Shirley, good morning, Shirley. How you doing? Good morning, Serena from the DMV. It's very chilly and somewhat snowy DMV. Keep the snow down there, please and thank you. Keep it there for as long as possible. Good morning, the McMillan Group. And Ray, I have to reach out today. I have a potentially great opportunity for you today. I was in a conversation with someone yesterday, and I'll reach out to you via WhatsApp. But I mentioned your name in a conversation. I've an opportunity that I think that you will really enjoy. If you're up to it, I think we can make it happen. Wow, lots of people in this morning. Great. And thanks everyone for chiming in. Dr. Tachi Serena, good morning, sis. And everyone, big up Dr. Tachi. Actually, I believe it's tomorrow night. She's going to be doing an interview for Dr. Boyce and Dr. Alicia Watkins on one of their platforms. So I think it's going to be 9 p.m. tomorrow night. I can't make it with her because I have something already, an engagement already to do. But Dr. Tachi and I, Dr. Tachi's way ahead of me. We're getting greater and greater opportunities, and it's the part of not quitting and, keeping consistent. So Serena says it was 61 degrees yesterday. Woke up to snow this morning. Keep it there. Oh, tonight. Oh, so you're doing two things for them, Dr. Tachi. Well, tell us in the comments tonight and tomorrow. Whoa, Dr. Tachi. And Serena says, good morning, Soror Tachi. So tonight and tomorrow. So people, follow Dr. Tachi. She is doing some amazing things for Dr. Boyce and Dr. Alicia Watkins. I have to catch up to her, but that's fantastic. Congratulations, Dr. Tachi. All right. We have the lady of the hour, the lady of health, the lady of nutrition. Hold on, one more comment. Faces by yes, you will check out her show. Yes, definitely check out Dr. Tachi. Follow her on Instagram. I think it's at dr_, or Dr. Tachi, put your correct Instagram handle. I was gonna say it, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to get it wrong. So if you can put it in the comments, that'd be great. And I may even just share it out to everyone who's watching on all the platforms here today, just to make things happen. All right. Dr. Tachi says, yeah. And Dr. Tachi, that's another, oh, wow. We got to talk. And I love this. The family is just loving each other. So we got international love happening between the ladies here. Faces by Pureness in Toronto, Dr. Tachi in Florida. Yes, it's Dr_Tachi. There we go. So on Instagram, it's at dr_Tachi. So I'm suggesting that y'all follow Dr. Tachi. All right. There we go. Yes, she corrected it at Dr., which is dr_Tachi. Okay, like you don't want Carolyn to come on, do you? You guys are just like flowing. But this is the wonderful thing. And I really have to say thank you all. Bless you all so much that even when we don't have a guest on, whether it's with myself and Ryan or just myself, you drive the conversation. And I love it. The engagement. I had a conversation, just a little sidelight, and Carolyn will get you on in just a moment. She's going, come on, when? So I was having a conversation yesterday with a member of Dr. Boyce's team. And Tachi says, yes, bring on Carolyn. Dr. Tachi says, okay, we'll make it quick. So, and Dr. Tachi, you need to hear this since you're watching. So I had a member, I had a conversation yesterday with a member of Dr. Boyce's team, Chanel, who's their program director. Okay. And she was just giving compliment after compliment about Dr. Tachi and myself's engagement with the audience. Like she said, normally when Dr. Boyce refers someone to her, There's been a deep dive research, and Dr. Boy said, just get them. They're good at what they do. Just get them. And she goes, that usually doesn't happen when Dr. Boy just says, do this. And her expectations were superseded, Dr. Tachi and myself. So big kudos to you, Dr. Tachi. Good stuff. And really excited that you're doing 2 conversations for their team over the next week. And so am I. So we're doing some wonderful things. All right. Okay. Since Dr. Tachi said, it's time to do it. It's time to do it. The lady of the hour, Carolyn Nichol, who needs to take herself off mute to get on. There we go. I heard the bang. All right. Good morning.
How are you?
I am outstanding. How are you?
I hear. It sounds like you're outstanding with an outstanding audience.
Yeah, they are fantastic. Like we would be nowhere without them. How are things?
I was just gonna say that. I was just gonna say, where is any person, any podcast leader, any speaker without their audience? We're speaking to walls. And time is so valuable. For people to take any time out of their day today is just incredible and commendable. And
well, absolutely. Everyone. Well, a few things. Well, as I share with people, unless you were born on the Flintstones, it took 2 people for you to get here. And also, isn't it better when you do it with people?
Yeah, of course.
Like if your heart is right, isn't it better if you do it with people? Hey, there we go already. Serena says, yay, Carolyn. Hello, hello, hello. So what's going on in your world?
Well, a lot. I think we're finally settled into our new place. So people might drive by 2199 Midland Avenue and be like, oh no, they're out of business. They're closed. But we're not. We just moved down the street. We're at 1970 Ellesmere Road. And we have this awesome collaboration with Whisk Gluten-Free Bakery, which does vegan goods, but everything gluten-free. And our store has always been gluten-free. They're not perfectly vegan, but they have a lot of vegan options. So it's really great because what's happened is it's given us a chance to get a kitchen back. We never really had a full kitchen at the Energy Shack. So now we have the opportunity to work in a full kitchen, lots of space here on the back end. But the front end can be powered by Energy Shack or even the Whisk Gluten-Free staff, which means I'm a lot more free to do things like this. And also we have a lot of retreats going. We have all at like full 8 dates for between February to May. We have got a couple big expos coming up and a lot of workshops in the works. So it's just freeing us up to like reach more people without being tied right to a storefront, but the storefront still continues and the Energy Shack food is coming back.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's so great. I'm so excited.
Oh, you know really what? I don't know if I guess you're going to win me off of cooking for myself again. But I like doing, I have to be 100% honest. I've been a little bit lax not cooking for myself and I miss it and I've got to get back on it. Like my zucchini is there in the fridge. Okay, I got to make my burgers. Come on. I got to make my burgers.
They're going to call your name until they die. And that's not going to be long from now.
Yeah, exactly. So that's fantastic. Hey, and also, so Faces by Purnis, I will check out the store. So give the address again.
1970.
Okay, hold on. I'm actually going to.
Are you going to type it?
Well, I'm going to. Okay, so 1970
Ellesmere Road, and it's unit number 4. And we're in Scarborough. We're literally like 6 minutes from our old location. You can walk here. In fact, one of our staff does. It's not too far. And we're inside the whisked gluten-free bakery.
Whisk.
So of course, there's lots of cookies and cupcakes here and lots of things that I don't know that all my clients should be eating just yet.
Well, you know what? Go ahead. I'm going to give you a quick story on that.
But they have the gluten-free bread and bagels and buns and baguettes, and they've got gluten-free pizza dough, and plus our Energy Shack juices are in the fridge. We're back to salad dressings, milks. Our salads are in the fridge. Slowly, you're going to see our soups coming back, our omelets coming back, our veggie burgers coming back. I'm so excited because it's like we've got the people in place to do it all. We need to obviously get the communication out, get our customers back, because they're just like, where did you go? We're not seeing them anymore. But the word's going to get out. And our retreats are going viral. Like, our retreats are just so awesome. You go to our website, you can come to Muskoka for 4 days or 7 days, and we'll do all the food for you, put you in a sauna, put you in a hot tub. Yeah, there's so much going on with the Energy Shack. I'm very excited. Don't spend all your
I can't tell. I can't tell that you're excited. So I just put it up there, Faces by Purists. I'm going to check out the store. Yeah, check out the store. I'm multi-purposing today because I'm hosting, I'm producing, I'm having conversation with you, I'm managing this and that. So, but what I will put out all the information in the comments, except on Ryan's platform, of where you can catch everything. But right there, there's the website, email address, phone number, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, etc. So I'm also going to, while I'm doing that, I got to do everything else. There we go.
It's okay. You talk. You type.
No, it's all right. Because what I'm going to do right now is I'm also going to put it in the comment section of so everyone can see this. Oh, well, actually, oh my goodness, look at this. This is when when you're blessed, when the family helps you out. So Cindy Lee has done with location. Look for us on the north side of the street. We're in an industrial project and a shared driveway with Castle. So I'm going to add.
Cindy's my girl. That's why. Cindy's
all right,
my girl.
And so I'm gonna add to it here, and I hope it's Whisk, WISK.
Yeah, Cindy spelt it right.
Whisk gluten-free.
WISKED. Whisk gluten-free.
Oh, whisk, ED.
Yeah, whisk, like you're better. Whisk,
yes, but I didn't know. Okay, so I'm going to do it also on all platforms.
Thank you, Cindy.
Thank you, Cindy. Love the love. All right, so I'm great. Also going to, because
she's my customer and my church sister. She's everything, Cindy. She's my big hug Sabbath morning. She's awesome.
Okay, so I'm also going to add to a second time. I'm going to put it on all platforms also. All right.
Yes.
So we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to get into the topic of the day.
Yes.
Because it is holiday season.
Mm-hmm.
So quick story before we go to break. So you talked about how they have cookies and all that sort of stuff. So the first time I came in there, I said, wow, gluten-free. So I bought some of the gluten-free chocolate cake. Didn't go well with my stomach.
Yeah, because there's still sugar, so it's okay for a treat once in a while. But if you turn the other way, they have bagels and gluten-free bread, and
yes, I did buy my bread. I did buy my bread. Yeah. So now, do they have almond butter there?
No, so it's a completely nut-free facility. Don't put nuts in your pocket and walk into the place. That's why we've had to change a lot of it's taken us a bit with our food because we can't make our food the same. We have to take nuts out. So anyway, break time. We'll talk in a few moments.
All right. So we're going to take a break on the Morning Vibe. Carolyn's going to come back and talk about eating behavior over the holiday season.
You can do it.
You can do it. Hey, okay. So we'll see you back on the Morning Vibe. As you see, the energy is high, and we want to make sure your diet stays good over the break. See you in 90 seconds.
And that's what I feel like. You feel like you're the Harry Tubman of the mind.
I am.
I feel like I'm one of the Harry Tubmans of intelligent Black people. Like, I want to liberate y'all from like being left behind and ignored and oblivion. No, really, the rappers get all the attention. Seriously, does anybody else feel this way? Like ignorant Black people, they'll be all up, getting all the headlines on the Shade Room.
Overly sexualized Black folks.
Like the twerkers and the just people that, don't always represent the best of us, the diversity, like people like Dr. Vibe. Like, everybody should know about people like Dr. Vibe. Dr. Really Vibe he's trying to do good work for Black people.
Dr. Vibe from Toronto. Good to see you, my brother. Dr. Vibe. Everybody follow Dr. Vibe. He has a great show. He's very good at what he does, and I have a lot of respect for him.
Okay, so let me hop into this. What's up, Dr. Vibe? How you doing? Everybody, if you see Dr. Vibe in the chat, everybody go follow the Dr. Vibe show.
Dr. Bob is a real smart brother and a good human being. I like the guy a lot, and he's very intelligent. And I think everyone should pay attention to what he's got going on. We got to shine the spotlight on the intelligent Black people out here that are really doing the good work. Don't just pay attention to the rappers and the celebrities. You know, a lot of these people are losers. Your true winners are your people in your community that are really having your back. Helping us to have stronger families and a stronger community. So Dr. Bob is in that category. So you might see the Dr. Bob show in this chat. If you see him, please go follow him. Okay. All right. So anyway.
I love it.
All right, Dr. Boyce and Dr. Alicia, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So we got one more comment that we're going to go right in. Fitness IQ Cam, morning, everyone. I guess I'm her accountability partner because, KSF, EYL, RWFQ, as I call her, sends me all the pictures of all the stuff she's making.
Yeah, she's been such a soldier. She's been awesome.
She's been on it. So let's get down to it, everybody. So the topic of the day, this is going to be good, about eating over the holidays. So Carolyn going to be talking about how to not let your health take a backseat over the holidays. The stage is yours. Go for it.
Yeah, well, thank you. And thanks, Dr. Vibe. And it's so great to be here with your amazing audience. But, here's the reality is that when December rolls around, it's our quietest time of year because we sell healthy food, right? And so people aren't really inclined to do detoxes, to, get their salads and get their proper salad dressings and pick up all their healthy foods over the holidays because there are a lot of work parties and personal parties, and the cookie trays and the chocolate trays start coming in. Everybody starts getting all their baking stuff out. And then January comes and we're like so busy, we can't even accommodate all these fasting people. And the reality is that, everybody's jumping on these weight loss programs. Now my diabetes is out of control. Like, this is not necessary, friends. We can be healthy all year round. And so I'm not saying I don't appreciate the January business, but what I really love is people. And I really know what it feels like to go through the holidays and just regret it every single time. January rolls around, I'm like, I'm going to do better next year. So, finally I did better for the last 10 years. And it's great to be able to go in the holidays where you're still in the driver's seat. The holidays aren't driving you, and that dessert tray isn't calling you. So I want to give you a couple tips because, the inflammation that is caused with sugar is so real. The amount of damage that's done to the liver with even an ounce of alcohol is so real. Late night dinners and going to sleep late is, it takes days and days to recover from that. And at the end of the day, I think most of us will say it wasn't worth it. I don't know that it was worth it. So how can we make that decision and remind ourselves of how that feels afterwards? And still enjoy some of the festivities, because the reality is that, even if you go back to Bible days, there were feast days, there were times and feast days, but it wasn't the whole month. So we got to figure out this December thing. So here's my first piece of advice, friends. Number one, pick your day, or maximum 2. So if you do want to have a cheat day, don't make it the whole month. Choose which day. Is it going to be that Christmas party? Is it going to be that family get together? Is it going to be New Year's Day? Is it going to be New Year's Eve? But don't make it all of them. Look at your calendar and pick your day. Doesn't mean you can't go to that work party, but you're not going to eat garbage there. You're going to order the salad. You're going to maybe get a vegan entree. You're not going to drink alcohol. You're not choosing dessert that day. You're going to just pick 1 or 2 days over the holiday that are going to be your cheat day. And you're still not going to go off the rails, but that's the day that you're going to have your piece of pie. That might be the day that you're going to, have the big dinner, but don't make it the whole December. So now's a good time to look at the calendar, because now all the parties are coming up, and choose your day. If you're going out to a restaurant, look at the restaurant menu before you get there so that you can make sure, if that's not your cheat day, what is my healthy option? Okay, so that's number one. Pick your cheat day. I can't hear you, Dr. Vibe.
I'm multi-purposing here. So is that not only a good practice just all throughout the year? Like right now, like there's one day a week I sort of say, I'm going to have a little treat here. Is that also a good weekly practice, not just for the holidays?
So that's a great question. No, I don't believe we should have a cheat day once a week. That's just way too much on the body. Sorry, Dr. Vibe. I would say I would really not plan a cheat day unless you feel like not having a cheat day throws you off the rails. So I wouldn't plan a cheat day, but if you are going to have one and you feel like you need it, once a month.
Once a month.
Yeah. Once a week of going off is
it's not good.
6 out of 7 days. Yeah, that's not good, because I'll tell you the honest truth is that once you have that sugar, once you have that treat, something happens with dopamine. Dopamine gets hit, and then that monster doesn't want to go back in the cave. So
you're right.
Wanting more. Yeah. So you do that every week, forget it. It's over. I don't even think you should do it once a month. But if you have to, then you'll have a couple recovery days, because I'm sure you would know that even that one day, then the next day it's harder to like, oh, I want something again. By the time you get to the 6th day again, oh, it's my cheat day. Like you're never going to get over it. Yeah, so once a month maximum. Sorry,
no. Hey, it's reality, and you know that I've noticed it. I've noticed it because once you do it once, the craving starts coming back.
Yeah, it's really hard to overcome, and that's why I'm saying just pick 1 or 2 cheat days, because when you go into that event and you eat from that event, I'm telling you, and I'm sure people know it. It's like, the next day, it's hard. You want the leftovers. You want to go back into the cupboard. It's very hard to recover because there's a chemical change that happens when sugar enters the system. And it's very hard to overcome because your frontal lobe is a mess, and that's your conscience, your good decision making. So that's impacted. Dopamine's impacted, and your body wants another hit. And it's not just sugar. Alcohol will do the same thing. So just pick one day.
I'm going to ask a favor from you.
Sure.
So these points that you're going to share with us today, would you be willing to share with this with me, and I could put it in our Discord group for our Discord followers?
Absolutely.
All right.
They're gonna go on our Sunday newsletter anyways. So even if it wasn't, of course I would share with you. But yeah. I'm gonna be. They're all typed out, and I will send them to you. And
this is great. I just want to shout out Triple Threat System on Instagram Live and Vichelle St. Nick. How are you? We've got to catch up. I hope your exams are done, and hopefully I can get you in contact with Dr. Tachi, but we need to chat this week. We need to share. So back to your number 2 point. Go for it.
So number 2 is, what should you absolutely, completely avoid? Yeah. So you're going to have a little bit of sugar. Maybe you're going to have a little bit of turkey. Like, what should you absolutely avoid? You might not like my answer. I'm going to tell you anyway. So number 1, dairy products. So don't go for the cheesecake. Go for the potato pone. Go for the apple pie. Don't go for anything dairy. Stay away from creamy stuff. Really, really avoid dairy products. That has to be like, I say never. Dairy products, especially cheese. So if there's mac and cheese there, like, that's not where you're going. Go for the turkey instead. Definitely not a donut.
I haven't had one of those in so long.
Yeah, one of your audience just said, I just had a donut. So we've got now wheat, sugar, and dairy wrapped up, deep fried. And so not only does that turn to alcohol in the system, but it creates a lot of inflammation. But anyway, not going to knock you on your donut. I'm just saying, wherever dairy is concerned, that's something to avoid. So if there's desserts on the table, stay away from the creamy dairy stuff. That creates more inflammation than anything else. And I know that kind of contradicts the keto diet, but I'm not a keto diet fan. So also, when you're looking at the choices to choose from on the table. Don't go for the one. Don't go for the lasagna unless it's like a vegan cheese. Don't go for, anything cheese layered. Like that's gonna that doesn't hit dopamine, but the inflammation from that is so high.
Okay. Gonna do comments, and I have a question for you. So Faces by Pureness says, now being sugar free, I realize how bad the sugar inflames me. She also says, thank you. We are well. Hope your family are too. Thank you, doctor. Yeah, we're doing okay. Real Dango. Yes, I try. Thanksgiving, Christmas, pies, cakes, cookies, muffins, ice cream.
Yeah, not worth it.
Lala, who wasn't with us last Saturday, and I hope you're feeling better. She says, I've learned moderation is the key. I was a sweets junkie, but when I realized I reeled it in, I was able to control it. Now it's a treat and rare, but I know if I go over because the monster gets released. Faces by Pureness says, I guess we're also different. I lost 250 pounds doing once a week cheat days, and it never threw me off.
Oh, good for you.
The Real Donut says, you're saying I just ate a donut. Serena says, I know it's not cheating, but are there fruits we need to do in moderation because of the sugar in them? I know it's natural sugar, but still.
Sure.
And then Faces by Pureness, she said, we're also different. She did cheated, never threw me off. Dr. Tati says, I love vegan mac and cheese.
Awesome. Eat it all you can.
And I guess, and Real Tangle says, I guess I better throw out the fridge. That's the comment of the day. And Opal Inspired. And she's not very heavy. She's small and petite. She says, I can put on 5 pounds after one big festive meal, and it takes months to take it off.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. So any comments that you have about the comments we shared there?
Yeah, absolutely. So I mean, if you can control yourself, everybody's different personality, but if you can control yourself with a one cheat day a week, that is great. But for some people, the one cheat day might be sugar. That generally sets everybody off. If it's, French fries or a bag of potato chips, that one cheat day a week is not going to set you off because those things don't really wake up dopamine, but it's the sugar that really wakes up the dopamine. So if we're talking cheat days, that could just be, a burger or something. So that's different. And that's not going to wake up dopamine. It's going to give you a bit of a tummy ache, maybe a bit of inflammation. But the sugar, I don't know about once a week. But again, everybody's different. I would say that as far as fruits go, basically anything's game, but just don't eat them all day long. Have your fruits in one meal. You have your 2 or 3 fruits and you're done for the day. Because if you eat them all day long, it's more sugar than the body needs, and the body stores it just like it stores refined sugar. So I would say, it depends. If you're diabetic, don't eat any fruit. You have to go with lower glycemic index fruits like your berries, like your apples, like pears that are not so ripe. But if you don't have any of these health issues, then you can have any fruit. Just don't have more than 2 or 3 in one sitting. And then that's it. That's all your fruit intake for the day. Let's eat our vegetables now.
Okay. So I'm going here on Instagram, Mr. Gospel Cafe. He says, after 30 days on the program, blood sugar now down, was at 7.1, now down to 4.1, lost 26 pounds. So I don't know if he's a client of yours. Is he a client?
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
Awesome. There. And I want to give a shout out. He's got an amazing
Colin.
jerk chicken. Oh, tell us what your jerk chicken place name is. It's slipping my mind.
The Gospel Cafe. Yeah. So
Gospel Cafe,
there's a testimony from Instagram. He lost 26 pounds, and I went on the scale for only the second time since meeting Carolyn working with me, and I've lost. When I saw the number, I went, "What?" I said, "What?" So it works, and I've also put in the comments section, if you're watching on any of my platforms, how you can get in contact with her. So please, let's see.
Yes.
Wow. Faces by Pureness and Dr. Tatch, you're sending love to each other. So Dr. Tatch, I message you, and Faces by Pureness goes, wow, thank you so much. So here's a question I have for you. talk about Dr. LJ Speaks. Welcome. We're talking about eating healthy over the holidays, how important it is. You don't want to have I think part of the January blahs is because the weight people gain over the holidays.
Yeah, and you work so hard. I mean, imagine like Mr. Gospel Cafe there, Colin, yourself. Imagine like all like it as our one of our audience says, it takes so long for most people to lose that weight again, right? And you've worked so hard all year to get it off. For some people, they paid some money to get into this, whether it's a gym membership, whether it's my program or whatever program they've done, and then we can reverse it like so quickly in just a few weeks of the holidays. So again, festivities are great, and I get it, and you don't want to go into every holiday saying, oh, I can't eat this and I can't eat that, but we don't have to like totally reverse all the good work we've done in one holiday. So there's something to be said about taking some principles and learning how to do this right.
Okay. Want to ask you, you've mentioned this word a lot through our conversation today, inflammation.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, so inflammation, basically, inflammation is your body's way of keeping you protected. Okay, so when you're inflamed, it's because your body has seen a pathogen or something that creates a response for your immune system to send out inflammation cells to an area, and its job is just blow up this area, fill it with water, and make sure you create a barrier around this area, because something you've done or eaten, so if you hit your finger, it's going to blow up, right? You're going to get a bit of redness. Your body's piling water in that area. It's trying to protect you from what? So what sets off those inflammation markers? Dairy, absolutely number one. The uric acid that comes from our pork, our beef, our chicken, even our fish, believe it or not, creates inflammation. But if we're going to talk about, because we were talking about things to avoid, so eggs, fish, those create the least amount of inflammation. Chicken, a little bit more, but beef and pork is number one. If you can avoid the ham and go towards the turkey, better off for you. And inflammatory things also, sugar, highly, highly inflammatory. And so is alcohol. Never mind. I mean, let's not even get to, marijuana, tobacco, because those things create inflammation. But if we're going to talk holiday food, inflammation, dairy products, sugar, pork, beef, alcohol. These are things that I highly recommend if you can avoid them. Of course, stress creates a lot of inflammation too. So if you're like, I can't eat this cheesecake, Carolyn said no. That kind of stress is just like, that's going to create inflammation. Just eat the cheesecake.
Excellent. All right. So I'm sure you have a few more points.
I just actually have two.
Okay. Take your time. Because every point you give, that the family's going to have comments on it. So 2 points could be an hour, half an hour, whatever. No problem.
Well, I'll take 2 minutes. So I don't even know if we're on point 3, 4, or 5, but I'm going to call it 3. Okay, I thought I was going to call it number 3. Is that how can you go into an event that is not your cheat day and not fail? So that's big. So you've picked your 2 cheat days, but now you have to go to the work party. How do I not fail? Now, of course, I'm a crazy fanatical health person. So I'm going to tell you what I would do, and you can do that however you want. But a couple things that I would do is, number one, I'd eat before I get there. This is not a party I'm going to blow. This is not a party I'm going to blow my diet at. I'm going to eat before I get there. When I get there, maybe I have the fruit tray. Maybe I just drink water. Maybe I put a little bit of cranberry juice with like some ginger ale in a cup and pretend I'm drinking wine. I might do something small at the party, but I'm going to eat before I get there. Okay. So that's number one. And I'm going to remind myself that I'm not there for the food. I'm there to connect with people. I'm there for the social aspect, because that social aspect is so huge. And it's not about food for me at that party. Now, if that's not an option for you, if you're going to a restaurant or wherever you're at, go for the main salad first. Ask them no dairy, dressing on the side. I don't want meat on my salad. Go for the big salad and eat it slowly while everybody's talking. It's taking you forever to get through your salad because that's what you're having. Maybe you get a small, a healthy side dish or something, but go for the salad or a few vegetable side dishes if it's more of a potluck. But try to make the event like not about the food. Like, who at the event can I bless today just with a conversation, right? So that it's not about the food. But if you're going to go into an event, either choose not to eat, maybe you go over the fruit tray, maybe you order the salad, but those are ways that I suggest you get around going to an event that you're not going to cheat on.
Okay, well, fantastic. Got some more people on Instagram here. Just Perveen and also Catch here. Hope I got that right. If I didn't, it's my head, not my heart. You're live on Instagram where you're listening audio-wise to Carolyn Nichol of the Energy Shack Juice Bars. We're talking about how to not to let your health take a backseat over the holidays. So if you have any questions, hey, Just Perveen, hey, hello to you. But I'm going to say we're not going to be on forever. So if you want to catch a full conversation, go to the Dr. Vibe Show on YouTube, subscribe, hit the notification button, and you'll be able to see the whole conversation. And Faces by Pureness says, yes, I pre-eat before certain events and then drink water while I'm there.
Love it.
Game plan.
I'm not the only crazy person.
Well, for anyone who actually, and I've put in the comments, if you reach out to Carolyn, say you saw her on the Morning Vibe, and I know Faces by Pureness, you'll find a way of getting there. If you do meet Carolyn, say, hey, Doctor met you on the Morning Vibe, or no, and Carolyn and I have known each other for a bit now. I've known Faces by Pureness for a while also. So drop by, say hello. Well, and that's it. Well, we'll talk this while we're at the end, but yeah, this holiday season, so you get quiet. Look at this. So Jess Perveen says on Instagram, I have a Greek yogurt parfait before an event. Is that good?
It's dairy. I'd say no. Maybe a vegan yogurt.
There. Yeah, I was going to say, no, I haven't had yogurt forever. Like, it's just, nah. But the holiday season, I know this is going to be my first real test holiday season. So I'm going to be messaging Carolyn and say, Carolyn, I failed. No, I'm not going to say that.
You're not going to say that.
No, I'm not. But you know what I'm going to do? Actually, I may be doing some traveling. I'm actually going to carry some of my dry goods with me.
Yes.
So if I'm staying somewhere, I can make those things. Where I thought about that is when I say, hey, because Carolyn's made Bulk Barn my friend. So, and one of the things, if you want to get into something really good, chia seed pudding.
Yes.
OMG. Simple to make. Now, the challenge I have is there's two types of chia seeds they have at the Bulk Barn, and one is much higher in calories than the other one. The one that's lower in calories is always sold out. So at the Bulk Barn, I go and go,
They're healthy calories. I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay. I'm good to go. Then I can.
Yeah, they're healthy calories.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
good.
A little bit for chia goes a long way. I wouldn't worry about it.
Right, look, Ray says, thanks for all the tips, Carolyn. Going to have a challenge with the cheesecake, though. And actually,
Ray.
You know what? It's interesting. Just a shout out. Vegan Delights in Whitby. I'll give them a plug. I went there a few weeks ago with Roger Dundas of Buy Blacks. A group of us went there. What a great vegan meal. Actually, you know what? You should maybe go out there.
Guess what? Our fridge is in their location. It's going to be loaded up with juices next week.
There you
Don't
go.
worry. We're making all the local connections.
Yeah, wonderful. But they have a gluten-free cheesecake out of bounds.
Yes.
Out of bounds. Okay, Carlos Phoenix, hello. CJ Rossetti, hello. We're talking with, on YouTube and other platforms, Colin Nicol from the Energy Shack Juice Bar about how to not let your health take a backseat over the holidays. So to catch the full conversation, go to the Dr. Vibe Show on YouTube, subscribe, hit the notification button. You can watch the whole thing live or on the replay. Let's see here. Carlos is on both. All right, Carlos, good to have you here. And Dr. Vati says, that sounds amazing. Yeah, I actually took, you know what? I took a picture of the cheesecake. Hold on.
Nice.
I took a picture. But yeah, so people, if you have questions, thumbs up, Real Dango. Haven't seen you in a minute, Real Dango. Actually, you know, I think I took them on my tablet. Did I?
You know, as you look for the picture, I want to just give that not the last tip, because the last tip is how to recover.
Nice.
But also, if you're going to a family event, there's nothing wrong with making sure you bring a salad, or you bring the lentil loaf, you bring the side, you bring something healthy that you know you can eat. You know, I think people welcome that. You know, if you love vegan mac and cheese, bring a vegan mac and cheese. Bring something that you know you can eat. That, you know, that means that you can still eat and enjoy everything. But if it's an event where everyone's bringing something, make sure you bring the salad. Load yourself up with all that fiber. If you load yourself up with a salad, you won't have enough room for all of the other garbage, and then you'll feel so much better.
That's a cheat code.
That's a cheat code. I'm telling you, just like raid the salad, and then I'm like, I'm so full. I don't have room for all of this stuff. So that's great.
Well, for me, when I'm in good mode, I can just have a salad and I'm good.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's
so much fiber.
That's when I'm in my zone. I can just eat a salad, fine. Don't need anything else. And for me, eating is the mental thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's the mental thing. But yeah, I nothing like me like a good salad. Oh,
with the right dressing.
Lemon vinaigrette.
Yeah, there you go. Which has
or
no
Italian.
vinegar.
Look at this. Oh, so Carlos is making an we're calling this an admission Monday. So Carlos says, I've been eating healthy all year. I am eating junk for the rest of the year. LOL. No, don't do that, Carlos. Don't do that. You make it sound, and Phased by Pureness goes, LOL. Yeah, because isn't it interesting? You're saying you can spend a whole year eating healthy, and just a week or two of eating junk can just destroy.
You know what? I say the same thing, and I know it's a different holiday, which it's not even a holiday, but like I've never been a fan of Halloween, because it's like all year long I would tell my kids, you know, don't take candy from strangers. Don't walk outside in the dark. Make sure that you're clearly seen and your face isn't covered, you know, and that, you know, people can see you if they're driving on the street. And then, like, you know, don't talk to strangers. Definitely don't take candy from them. Don't eat junk food. And on Halloween, you give them permission to do all of those things. And it's just like, and then of course the parents eat all those little mini candy bars for the next week. I mean, it's such a mess, you know? So it's just like, I don't believe in giving ourselves, you know, permission just because that holiday comes around. If you want to have a treat, go ahead and have a treat, but you shouldn't be dictated or kind of feel forced into it because everyone else around you. It's like, this is adult peer pressure, you know, and it doesn't make us feel good at the end. So I want you to be in the driver's seat this holiday. I want you to say, I'm going to go to this event and I'm not going to eat myself till I feel sick tomorrow. I'm not going to drink myself until I'm not happy with myself. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense because we know we don't feel good in the morning. Nothing wrong with the treat, but let you be in the driver's seat and let that food or that event or not those people at work or your family members, you know, take you off the rails that you worked so hard to get to. And if I can tell you that everyone's jealous of you because you're looking so good, they don't want you looking that great because they don't look good. So they go and try to pull you. Oh, you know, you haven't had this cheesecake for so long. You haven't had this for so long. Why? Why are you going to go throw all of that out of the window for what?
Look at this, Phases by Pureness. Somehow I think you and Phases by Pureness are going to meet, and I want to get a picture of that because I think it's going to be monumental. But so Phases by
got some
Pureness
great
says,
things to say.
So true, you are right. I agree with you by being in the driver's seat of your life. Look at this. And also Carlos says, the most I can eat is about the size of a cup. Wow. Yeah, good question. And Phases says, it is jealousy too. I have seen it firsthand. This is good. CJ Rossetti on Instagram says, you can also tell the people, quote, no thanks, I'm in the designated eater in my group. I'm the designated eater. I like that. I'm the designated eater in my group. I love that take. That is fantastic. What you know what? What do you suggest to people? Maybe before the holiday season really hits, doing a detox?
Yeah, you know what? And I'll tell you, audience, there is a special running at the Energy Shack until December 25th, where you can get 10% off your detox. There will not be a special in January. We're too busy already in January. But I really recommend, if you're not feeling good now, the best thing you could do for yourself, the best gift for like, you know, under $200, you can even do it for under $100. Just do a detox. We're taking 10% off our detoxes and go into the holidays, cleanse the palate so that the choices, the sugar's not calling you, the inflammation's down, you're fitting in that dress, you're fitting in that suit, the suit jacket's buttoning up. So it's a really great idea to get into healthy eating or to detox before the big holidays hit. And I know, Dr. Vibe, you're going to put it up there, but also don't be afraid to jump on a program or do a consultation before the holidays. I can't tell you how many people I've heard over the last couple of weeks. Oh, this is great information. I'll do it after the holidays. I'll do it after. Start now. Let's take a little treat break and let's really jump on in January, because we're going to be so busy in January with everybody and their resolutions. Start now. Become my client before the holidays, and that way I can't drop you in January, right?
Yeah,
So,
no, definitely.
Yeah, $49 instead of $110. And let's have a conversation now so that you can go into the holidays properly.
Yes, I believe that I have put up all the information of yours. I'm just going to check in my comment section. This is a while back. Yes, let me see. Yes, but yeah, it's all in all the platforms except the LinkedIn platform of Ryan's, because I have no access to it. Yeah, I put your email address for questions and also the $49. And people, it doesn't have to be done face to face. It can be done virtually also.
Yeah, Zoom, phone.
Yes, exactly. So I just.
Yeah,
people just need to realize, because that's it. You can either do it in person or you can do it virtually. Carolyn set up, because her business, or her and her husband's business, who I met but haven't seen, is virtual.
It's like Pokeroo.
Yeah, Pokeroo.
I'm such a child of the 80s, but yeah, that's what I call him. All my marriage, he's Pokeroo. He's just like, he does exist. I promise, my husband exists.
Yeah, so it's quite a little bit quiet now, but January, you already have a sense January's going to be out of control, right?
Yeah, January's out of control, and our retreats start in February. Just like the whole first quarter is going to be absolute madness. So if you do want to get your health in order, even if you do want to start in January, let's have the conversation today.
Now.
Yeah, this is important.
Absolutely. CJ Rossetti says, Merry Detoxmas. I like that. You know what? You should use that.
Merry Detoxmas. I like
that. I like that. CJ
too.
Rossetti, full
I would give that to my marketing girl.
Yes, Merry Detox. Yeah. I'm visually I'm going to see that on a newsletter in the next few days. Merry Detoxmas. Very good. So what do you do over the holiday season, other than if you because it seems like what do you and your family do over the holiday season?
You know, that's a great question. So the big holidays for us, Christmas Day is at my in-laws, and Boxing Day is at my side of the family. And here's the beauty. I mean, I have been plant-based for 30 years. I'm almost
hold on. Say that again.
I've been plant-based for 30 years, more than 30 years. I just found out that in March I turned 49. I thought I turned 48, but I'm almost 50. Can you imagine? So exciting.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm almost there. So, you know, I became plant-based at like 17. That was a long time ago. But if you can imagine, I've been married to my wonderful husband for 26 years. We have a very close family knit circle. And so can you imagine me in your life? Like, how am I going to be in your life and you don't finally turn plant-based, right? Like, that's just like impossible. So my husband, wonderful Jamaican fellow, and I love him to death, but gave up his curry chicken and goat and all of that jerk chicken and curry goat like 10 years ago. So he's fully plant-based. And my sister, my mother-in-law, full Caribbean family, they're almost all plant-based. So over the years, my holidays are like easy. because like the turkey's this big. Everybody's bringing lentil loaves, and the salad is like the biggest thing on the table. Like, it's hard to be around me and not like let me rub off on you a
Man,
little.
maybe I need to hang out for you with your family. Can you invite me to one of
Yeah.
your meals?
I'm telling you, my husband makes an amazing vegan apple pie, and there's only
Can I?
coconut
Okay,
or
tell him.
white
Okay,
ice cream.
tell him I never need to see his face. Just make one for me, and I'll pay him. All right?
Yeah, well,
No, oh, look at Cindy says, "Wow, Carolyn does not look almost 50. I had no
there's
idea."
lots of gray hair here.
Oh my goodness, that's fantastic. Well,
Yeah,
we're
so
gonna
my
end.
holidays are great. My holidays don't throw me off the rails. The only thing that happens is that I eat dinner. I'm not used to eating dinner. So that's the only trouble, is that the next
Challenge.
day I feel a little swollen and not so good because, you've eaten dinner.
Okay. Wow. So we're going to end it on Instagram Live now, CJ Rossetti. So thank you for the marketing, Mary Detoximus. If you want to catch the rest of the conversation or watch it right from the beginning, go to the Dr. Vibe Show on YouTube, subscribe, hit the notification button. Hope to see you over there. If not today, sometime soon. So to everyone on the Instagram Live, thanks for watching. Make sure you give yourself... well, Deb's Landscape Photos, you got to go over to Dr. Vibe Show on YouTube Live. So don't just manage your time, manage your energy. Make sure you give yourself grace. And we'll see you on YouTube. Bye-bye. Okay, this is good. So anyone else? Oh, look at this. Frequency Event Promotions. Good day. Hope it sounds like you had a successful event on Friday night from your videos that you put up. And also, he also says, hi, Carolyn. There you go. So cool. So what else we want to chat about? Because I know you probably...
So I just want to tell people how to recover. So you didn't listen to anything I said and you still went off the rails. How do we recover?
Yep.
Yeah. Or you did your cheat day, right? Or you picked the event that you knew was like, this is your cheat day. So how do you recover? Because whether it's only 1 or 2 cheat days, you still don't feel always so great in the morning, or you feel like, oh, my jeans are tight again today. So first of all, number 1, just put the brakes on. Don't take leftovers from your party. Just enjoy it at the party.
Mm-hmm.
And don't be afraid to throw out garbage. Okay. So, they've left all the chocolates at your house, or they've left that pound cake or that cupcakes just throw it in the garbage. It's not actually food. It's not good for anybody. Even a starving child shouldn't be eating this. So don't be afraid to throw those things out, because don't feel like, well, I'll just finish it and then it'll be done. What good is that? Just put it in the garbage, tie up the bag real tight so you can't reopen it, and put it on your shirt. Okay?
I can't.
So dig out every scenario.
Carolyn, when's the book? Or ebook?
I was thinking about that this weekend.
Okay, so tie it up tight. Okay.
Tie it up tight and put it outside in the curb. Put yucky garbage on top of it so you just won't go back in there. Okay,
so Frequency Event Promotion says, yes, the event was amazing. We miss you, and Carolyn, thank you for your support this year. Thank you back. And I sent you a reminder of something via email, so you know what I'm talking about. And then Facebook knows, yes, no leftovers for sure.
Absolutely. Make it a day. But the other thing is that you can just reset yourself the next day by just taking cooked food out of your day. So wake up to a bowl of fruits. Melons are very cleansing. Maybe you just do a day of melons, or,
a day of salad.
A day of salad, or just big bowl of fruits for breakfast, big salad for lunch. Try not to eat dinner. Just have a herbal tea. Just reset yourself. Or if it's really bad, do a day of water. Stop by the shack, pick up a couple juices. Going on a fast for even 36 hours rather than 2 days, count your time, 36 hours. So after your salad, you don't eat anything in the evening, and the whole next day, just give yourself a day to recover. But if you do it a little bit more aggressively, in the sense of no cooked food or just water, just juice, you'll reset really quickly. You'll also cleanse your palate in the meantime. And then you'll be like, it'll be like, that day didn't even pass you by.
So Faces by Pureness says, I water fast the next day.
Exactly. She knows how to do it. You've definitely got to just reset your system. It's very, very important.
Yeah, it's key. And I can tell now that when I eat some things that aren't good for me, my stomach tells me.
Yeah, 100%.
My stomach, and we have to realize, family, that the human body is a blessed piece of machinery. And you know what? It will tell you when things aren't right.
Exactly.
And the challenge is a lot of times we don't listen. Right? We don't listen.
Yeah.
Like last week, I had some things that weren't right for me, and my stomach was not right the next day. It was not like, and I'm going, yeah, okay. It's just saying, no, this, you could just tell by my stomach, it wasn't good.
Yeah, and the cleaner you get, the more your body just rejects those things that it doesn't want anymore. It's a cleaner vessel. Yeah, which is a good thing. At the same time, when you do eat clean, it also allows for a little bit of wiggle room on the right things. But
yes,
yeah, dairy products, sugar, alcohol, pork, beef, these are just killers over the holidays. Really try to avoid them.
Wow. So, you know what? I'm going to make sure in January that I stop by a few times and just hang out and just see and just do an IG live. Definition of nutrition madness. just take a look at things. So it's anything else you want to share with our audience today? You've got anything else you want?
Yeah, so I just want to remind you that if you do want to do a detox, 10% off. There's a coupon code on the website, which is Holly24, HOLI 24. But even if you just email me or reach out, I'll remind you of that coupon code. So if you are feeling inflamed, if you're having trouble with sleeping, if you've got some bloating, if you've checked your blood sugar is borderline, cholesterol's a little high, like, don't go into the holidays like that, because the holidays aren't going to make it better if you haven't made some decisions of how you're not going to fail over the holidays, because that concentrated amount of eats and treats, it's just not worth it. And if you're at an office and they're bringing in treats, just make a pact with you and yourself, or you and God, or you and your neighbor beside you. I'm not eating that food. Don't touch the Timbits. Don't go into the lunchroom. The problem isn't like, you're not going to stand in front of the Timbit and say, I'm not going to eat you. Just don't go where they're at. Just don't walk past that way.
Another important thing that Faces by Pureness mentioned, but water.
Yes, fill yourself up with water. Use your lunch break to go outside. Like, do the opposite that everyone else is doing, and your body will thank you. Your body will thank you, because at the end of the day, all this inflammation, all this high blood sugar and high cholesterol, like, who are we kidding? Like, we don't get friends. Like, friends aren't around for you to bring that sugar down. They're just around you to feed you garbage and bring you into their misery. Like, do better, feel better. And then you can be helping other people with the tips and tactics that you learned, even if they never talk to me.
Okay. D. Bal says, thank you so much for wonderful information. Dr. Tachi, Timbits.
Deathbits. Sorry.
I don't want to get...
they're so bad. There's so much inflammation. And you get fooled, right? Because you think they're so small, but like, by the time you've eaten 4, you've had a donut. Now you've eaten 8, so you've had 2. Yeah.
Wow. You actually went there. I don't want to get... Is it restaurant brands? I don't want restaurant brands.
Okay, sorry.
No, I'm not just joking.
Timbits are good for some things.
I'm just joking.
No, never mind. I was on CP24, and I was told there are certain things that I can't say you're not allowed to have because of sponsors, and I totally get that and understand it. But this is the reality: is that I don't, I'm gentle with people where they're at. But I'm not going to tell you that alcohol is okay once in a while, that coffee is okay once in a while, that dairy products are okay once in a while. You're not going to hear that from me. If that's where you're at in your journey and you're not ready to give up your coffee and you still want your alcohol once in a while, that's up to you. But I'm not going to pretend that that doesn't actually poison your liver, your bloodstream, and create inflammation.
Wow. So even when you go on their shows, they say things you can't say.
100%. Don't tell
Wow.
anybody in the audience that coffee is not good for you.
Wow.
Yeah, they'd lose a big sponsor.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Wow. Things you didn't know. All right. This is good. Anything else you want to share with us before we I'm sure you probably have a consultation, at least one, the 2 or 3 this morning.
A few, yeah. But I just
what-
want to let everybody know, or just remind you that the holidays don't have to be about food. It's really like, you know, we're missing that social aspect. Put your phones down. Don't even bring them or keep them in your purse. I mean, unless, you know, you've got a family member you have to stay in touch with far away. But like, have face-to-face conversations, get a lot of hugs in, laugh a lot. You know, it doesn't have to be about the food, and you shouldn't have to, you know, drink some alcohol to put a smile on your face. Just like, you know, lose the, you know, the enjoy the company, enjoy the fellowship, you know, take some notes, you know, about people's lives, ask them about their children, you know, bring some special gifts that are not food for the loved ones in your life. I mean, it's just like, just remember that it's not just about the food, and really enjoy the social aspect of it. Have meaningful conversations. Do a good job of listening to people. Ask them about their troubles, their problems, or their life. Like, just make it about the people and the conversations, not so much about the food. And you know, if you're going to eat that pie or have that cake, whatever, just, you know, just don't do that the whole holiday.
Excellent. Excellent. Faces by Pureness says, yes, branding is real in the TV world. It is. It is. I know. In the whole world, branding is very real. Okay, so pop quiz. What time is your next consultation?
Pop quiz is, I've got 4 people coming to see me starting at 10:30.
Okay.
11:30, 12.
Okay.
Yeah, then I go to the gym, take a little walk, come back, and we start again at 2:00.
Okay, so I like to give people, I always say, you know, don't just manage your time, manage your energy. So we're going to let you go. So you have at least 10 or 15 minutes before your next consultation. Any final words you want to share with our audience?
Just make sure you're following the Dr. Vibe show. He's doing some really great things. If you're going to follow us on Instagram, it's the Energy Shack Juice Bar. Don't follow just Energy Shack. So it's the Energy Shack Juice Bar. And just get in touch with me. You know, a 5-minute conversation is free. If you need a full consultation, it's $49. But don't suffer alone. Don't struggle alone. There isn't a health issue we haven't seen that we haven't been able to either completely resolve or leave you much better than we found you. So God bless you guys all. Spend time in the Word. Spend time in some quiet time. And don't forget to just keep loving the people that are around you. There's lots of hurting people and family members you haven't seen for so long. Spend time with them. It's not about the food. It's about the fellowship. And may it be divine this holiday season.
There you go. And also for people, and this is why people need to come from Instagram over here, Carolyn is going to be with us every month next year. Just wanted to tell you that.
Oh, now, man, I hope you don't get tired of me.
No, but you know what? I'm a firm believer. Your health is your wealth.
100%.
Right. And Carolyn and I are having some offline conversations. You may see me at an event or two of hers in 2024. 100%. So I got to read. So people check it, keep me accountable. Ryan, I don't know. I think I'm giving up on Ryan. Ryan, he's oxtail, but I'm going to make sure.
I was just going to say, I think he's eating oxtail for breakfast right now.
We're not going to be so hard on him. So definitely, Carolyn, thank you so much for all you have done, are doing, and will be doing. Go ahead and Dr. Tachi says, this was great. Thanks, Carolyn. There you go. All right. So have an outstanding day. We will chat. And yeah, I think I'm going to do 1 or 2 things with you before Christmas, because it's been in my mind rolling. So maybe either later on this week or early next week, we'll do something. So don't just manage your time, manage your energy, and make sure you give yourself grace.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. All right. Carolyn, rock and roll today. Did she not, family? You know? Wow. Thank you, family, for everything. I'm telling y'all, wasn't that great? And you get to see her on the Morning Vibe, second Monday of each month, all in 2024. So the next time she's going to be on is the first day everyone really comes back, January 8th. So I'll be interested to see what she wants to talk about. It'll be interesting to see how honest you all are about how your holidays were nutritional wise. And you get live questions asked, family. Really. So if you're really smart, you can get your questions answered, ask them and get them answered, and then just go right into one of her programs. You get basically it's like a virtual consultation if you really want to take advantage of things. So we got another comment here. Opal Inspired says, thank you, Carolyn. Fantastic. All right. So let's start closing it down because we've got things to do. And I'm going to see if I can speak with Carolyn before she goes into our next consultation. So please subscribe to the Dr. Vibe Show on YouTube and hit the notification button. Also follow the Dr. Vibe Show on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram, and also follow Ryan wherever on all his social media platforms. If you want to advertise your product, business, or service on the show, please reach out to me, dr.vibe at the drvibeshow.com. And then finally, join the Morning Vibe Discord group. Email me at dr.vibe at the drvibeshow.com. Because what we're going to start doing is starting now and going into 2024, when we have our friends on, if they have any special tips that they don't mention or they do mention during the show, they're going to put them in for the Discord group. So you may, I'm going to go see where I can find them on the replay, but why don't you just subscribe to the Discord group? You get a nice breakdown. We had Sean DeFreitas on earlier on last week. He's going to give some 10 tips for your taxes to prepare your taxes for 2024. Carolyn's going to share some information. She's going to put in there. So I'm going to encourage the friends that come on here. Hey, if you have some exclusive or special content, whether you mention it during the show or not, they're going to put in there so you can read it. All right. One more comment here and we're going to call it a day. Frequency Event Promotion says, have a great week, everyone. See you on Friday. Speaking of Friday. Okay, hold on. Colin Williams, thank you for doing this, bro. It's how we found her, and it's life-changing for my wife and I. So that's energy. That's Mr. Gospel Cafe. It's how, that's how they've, so you found her through this? Amazing. That is a great testimonial right there. Thank you, Colin. And Colin, we need to get you on the show. So reach out to me, and I'd love to get you on the show in the new year. So that would be absolutely fantastic. All right. We are done. Oh, hold on. Yes, absolutely. So let's make that happen for 2024. All right. So let's finish it up. You can watch replays of the Morning Vibe on the Dr. Vibe Show, YouTube and Facebook, Afro-Caribbean Business Network, Facebook and YouTube, and Ryan Oneil Knight on YouTube and LinkedIn. So speaking of Friday, on Friday, we have Ray McMillan giving a recap of the year in real estate and also how to prepare if you want to get into real estate investment in 2024, or you want to take your real estate investment game in 2024. He's going to provide some tips about that on Friday. And then I don't know, we have stuff next week, but our last live show will be the Friday before Christmas. The week after, we'll be doing repeats. And I think we'll start broadcasting. I think New Year's Day is on a Monday. So I think we'll have I'm just taking a look at the calendar. So our last live show will probably be the 22nd of December. We'll do repeats on the 25th, which is Christmas Day. We may do something on the 29th, though. I think we'll do something on the 29th. Then the following Monday is January 1st. We'll take that off. So we'll be doing live shows on the 15th, 18th, 22nd, probably. And then we don't do anything Christmas Day. And then we're back on the 29th, take January 1st off, and back on the 5th. So we're only going to have maybe 2 days off. The 25th and the 1st will be repeats, but everything else will be game as usual. So this is it. Live your life as a dream. If you can dream it, you can make it. Sometimes you have to get small to get stronger. Block assumptions and aim bigger, aim better, aim higher, aim wider. Love, faith, and respect. Remember to give yourself grace, and don't just manage your time, manage your energy. God bless. Peace, well, keep the faith. We will see you on Friday. And remember, subscribe, share it out, and have an outstanding week. We'll see you on Friday, but I'll be posting stuff in between. God bless. Peace well, keep the faith, and walk good.
Here we go.